What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JusticeXFalls. We back at it again with another video. Today we're looking at AEW Fight Forever. So this is a new wrestling game that's been rumored for a few years now. They've showed like little clips, little trailers here and there, but now we're getting some full-fledged gameplay. We're getting a full match, and I'm excited to see it. And we're gonna check it out. So without further ado, let's just get to the video. All right, AEW Fight Forever. Let's get it. Loading complete.
Okay, let's not delay any further. I think you know exactly why you came here. You guys want to
Okay,
see
we
some
got
gameplay. You guys want to see some
Excalibur,
one-on-one matchup. Well,
Colt
we
Cabana,
have just that. Please, if you
and
can.
this guy from THQ. I see the
Put
hat.
the footage on.
Frank
Is that his name?
is now.
Let's get it. THQ Nordic. I'm glad THQ is back in the making wrestling games. I don't remember the last one they made. If you remember, let me know. And you got Ukes involved. That's the holy combination for wrestling games. I heard this is gonna take a No Mercy style. That's what it kind of looks like. Let's see if it plays like that.
Or we've got Kenny Omega versus Adam Cole lined up for you today. In your matchup today, so you're going to see a full one-on-one matchup.
All right, fans, here we go.
Let's do it.
An exciting match. Standing by.
Making his way to the
Are they? Up first, Kenny against Adam Cole.
What happened to the full entrances?
I believe this is also the first time we've seen entrances for either of these characters.
Nah, I need the full entrances. I ain't like that.
Erica Larkin here, author of A True
I ain't like how they shortened the entrances like that. I need more. I need more than
Feel
that.
and a Visual.
Maybe this was like a sped up thing just to get straight to the gameplay.
Game is still in development.
That's right. So this game is still in development. This is all
Still in
some
development, okay.
footage. It is not the finalized footage. And right now, we also have some tutorialization. AEW coaches will be the ones who teach you things.
Look at the GOAT,
within
William
AEW,
Regal.
Within the AEW Fight
Give your
Forever
opponents
game.
that
In this
day by
instance,
pressing X to
obviously,
punch
William
and hit
Regal,
Y to
the
kick.
BCC,
You see an open press A
coach
to
of the
grapple.
BCC, here to teach us
Grab
the
your
very
opponent, so-
basics
okay.
of pro wrestling. And it
Pretty
is
much
exactly how you think it would
Your
work.
typical wrestling game
You have a
controls.
strike attack, you have a strong strike attack, you have a grapple, and it is exactly the way you think it would be played. In fact, if you see right here, do ignore
the
the finishes
boom.
and signatures for the time being. Pin is your left.
Ushigoroshi,
Your left
Shana
bumper,
Wizard, okay.
Right and left bumper are your reversals for grapple, for strikes. Holding any of the buttons also is a strong strike or a strong grapple.
Okay, cool.
A lot of the stuff that we are accustomed to playing, if you're in my generation at the very least, back in the Nintendo 64
It
era,
looks like No Mercy.
that is exactly how this game plays. We see Adam Cole.
Or like
Thompson.
WrestleMania
So it is
2000
very reminiscent
for the
of
Nintendo.
those times. In fact,
for the
I didn't even need to read the
N64.
tutorial, and I was capable of playing this very, very quickly. You can see also on the bottom left and right hand side, we have our momentum bars.
Momentum.
And the way momentum works in this game is as you build up your arsenal, as you hit more moves, like this back body drop that he just performed, your bar will keep going up and up and up, and eventually, if the momentum is right, if you get enough momentum, you will have the option to then do signature maneuvers.
I dig it.
As you said,
Backdrop.
this is just a
Saito
snapshot of the
suplex.
game.
Okay.
We did weeks before for this game show. And,
I like how the crowd
yeah,
starts
the
cheering
build is
for you when you get your
evolving and
momentum
evolving,
up.
Doing polishing and polishing.
You can taunt.
So, yeah, everything continues till we have the quality we want.
Oh, he just slapped him.
Whatever you may think of this footage right now, it's already improved, I think, from
Yes.
our.
How do you
it is
reverse? I didn't see
constantly-
that.
Constantly being worked on by the team. Kenny obviously has a big part in what is done in the
Sure.
game. And
He's the creative mastermind behind everything.
I was going to say you've worked with him, and
What a
he's very
team.
hands-on.
What a title, the creative mastermind.
Yeah, definitely is.
And we
Sadly,
also
he's not at Gamescom,
Because that's if
but-
you don't
but
know
the
that
spirit
that's
is
in
here.
spirit,
that
he's there for
taunt.
sure.
That taunt is I mean that the phrase "fight forever." Like obviously, if you're a wrestling fan, you probably know. But for those of you that are on my channel that don't really follow wrestling, that's a chant that they do. They go fight forever, fight forever. Like you could add multiple phrases, but that's That's a modern phrase that they use. So that's why it's called that.
You can see this is a very typical Kenny Omega backbreaker. Just earlier we saw his taunts. There's actual audio on taunt. So Adam Cole says "bay bay" when he does his taunt. Kenny Omega says "boom" when he points the gun. We've got our first pin here. One, obviously Aubrey Edwards, our referee.
Gotta have Aubrey Edwards in the game.
Do not get her confused. That is not Rick Knox.
You gotta have Rick Knox in there too.
German suplex.
I mean, it was really important to get this real AEW feeling into the game with all the original voice lines, with everything, with chants.
There you go. There's his back elbow from the corner. And
I
so
like how
the
it's
movesets
like
for the characters, from what I have seen, are very spot on. We're going to see more of Kenny's very soon. There's also springboard maneuvers, in case you were wondering. There it is.
now you have your signature
the
move.
signature maneuvers that I was talking about just earlier. There's actually a plethora of the great word, by the way.
Signature moves.
A
Doing a taunt will put you in a
plethora
special state,
of
which is even
signature
better.
maneuvers. You can do up to 5 different signature maneuvers, and they can be from
Oh,
any
okay.
direction. Those are activated with your D-pad. You can see right here, here are Kenny Omega's finishers and signatures. So at this available moment, we have the signatures such as the Powerbomb V-Trigger, we've got the running V-Trigger, a Snapdragon Suplex, and a different version of Snapdragon Suplex. And then when we finally get to the finisher, we'll finally be able to unlock the One-Wing Angel and various modifications to that move and the V-Trigger. This is the first of his signatures. This is the
Powerbomb
into
V-Trigger,
the
yep.
V-Trigger. There we
That's
are.
a signature Omega move, yep.
Now, obviously, pinning your opponent is with that left bumper, as I said earlier.
He's gonna kick out of that.
Kenny Omega not wanting to end this match just yet.
And the cool thing about the controls is also they are easy to learn, but they are hard to master. And that's the cool thing. I think
Snapdragon,
It's
yeah.
possible for everyone to start playing this game, enjoying this game, but to be really good, you need to spend some time.
In fact, that's
Now's
true.
your chance to
Now,
perform
we
a
also have
finisher.
the momentum meter goes to special when you taunt during a signature phase, and so that will turn you into special phase. The special phase is short. You've played Yuke's previous games. You understand.
You got a little. Yeah, you already have a little bit of time
These moves.
to
So
do
as
the
you can
move.
see,
One-winged
we
angel.
the One-winged angel right here on Adam
I like the
Cole.
replay.
But there's a short period. You can already tell, bottom left-hand side, it expired. And the momentum can be cut short fairly quickly. Adam Cole takes over, and Kenny's signature bar.
I don't know, because he should have been flat after that. The match should have been over. He should have been flat. Like, how does he get the pop up right after that? Because I know even in No Mercy in WrestleMania 2000, like, you get hit with a finish, like you're flat, like you're laid out flat on the ground. Usually that means it's over, like you're getting pinned and it's over. I don't like how he just popped up after the finishing maneuver. Like, if you know wrestling, you know. Like, I don't know. I know this is supposed to be more arcadey, but even back in the day, if Stone Cold hit that stunner, it's over. It's over. You're not getting back up. Or it's gonna be a long 2 count. Like,
Fairly quickly.
Yeah, it's just that we want to bring back this old school arcade style,
That's right.
and I think we're on a pretty good way.
Now, if you see also the bottom left-hand side,
you get a
Kenny's
style
head
meter
will take
down there.
damage. So over time, Kenny's head will take damage, arms will take damage,
If
legs will
match
take
burns,
damage, body
you
will
might be
take
able to
damage.
skip the match
And you
and
can
over here.
pinpoint something to make it easier to submit. So in this example right here, to get out of a submission, you mash the buttons. It is not a mini game of sorts. Same with kicking out. If you're very good at well, big backbreaker again. If you're very good
Backbreaker.
at reversals and stuff, LB, RB is what you'll need. Oh, here we go.
Now, if I'm a button masher, what would I be good at?
You'd be good at striking for sure, but you'd also be good at kicking out, is which I was getting at before I was
You got a
kinda
special
Rudely
again.
interrupted by nobody?
I was really interrupted by looking at the footage, I'll be
By
honest.
the greatness of this game.
Okay, Adam Cole getting
There
in
you
there.
are. There's the Adam Cole baby
Also,
taunt
I want
right
everyone
there.
to take note of the
He's
audience.
taunting, okay.
I don't know. I just feel it's so cool. They have legit
Brainbuster?
t-shirts.
Oh no,
Yes, they
Ushigoroshi.
actually have AEWshop.com. You should go and buy a t-shirt there. You can find
Stop
Colt Cabana t-shirts there.
AEW.
I wonder if you could do like WWE
you
2K
can
and like taunt them up. Like when you hit the taunt button, they get up, and then you can hit them with the your whatever move it is that you got.
Go to shopaew.com, and all of those t-shirts are in fact art from our T-shirts.
Well, he wasted his special. Why did he go after him?
Has different models for every character.
Okay, he got it right back.
In this instance, you're going to see Adam Cole just hit a signature maneuver right before his brainbuster to the knee, but he is in that signature phase for a much longer time than he would be in a finisher phase.
Well, his signature is probably like the super kick, Ushigoroshi.
Brainbuster. And this
Cole, baby. The boom, yep.
Boom.
Hit him
He
with the
hits
boom.
from behind the head.
I like it in WWE. It was called the last shot. One.
So like I said earlier, breaking the pinfall is by mashing the button. There you are.
2.9999 seconds.
Just before 3, making it a 2.9.
I would be the best kick outer in the game.
You would, I'm sure.
Holy shit. Oh, the crowd is really chanting. That's dope.
Wait, they have a holy shit chant in here?
Oh, yes. They all kinds of chanting in there. Been recorded at AEW live shows for the last 3-4 months. If you've been to any of our live shows in America, you may have. You have not. Wow. You may. You may have been part of recordings for this game.
That's dope.
Live crowds.
Yeah, I was waiting for that move.
Contribute their voices.
But he didn't do it. He didn't do the springboard moonsault. He could have did it off the rope. Normally he does it off in the corner.
Different Frank.
What we don't see in this demo right now is we also have plenty of weapons in this game. We have 40
And with the
different
finish.
ones.
How many?
40 different weapons.
40 different weapons.
The avalanche.
One-wing
The
angel
avalanche
off the top.
one-winged angel. Okay.
That has to be it. That
Innovative
absolutely has to be
offense. That's it. Nobody kicks out of the
One,
one-wing angel.
it.
2, 3.
3.
There we go.
There it is.
So we got a
We
whole
have a vast
match.
variety of maneuvers that have been
Whole
handcrafted
10-minute
in
match.
this
That's
game.
how normally it would be.
So no one
I think that's why they weren't pinning like after when they hit the special the first time, just to make the match longer. Because typically wrestling matches, if you don't know, are between 10 and 20 minutes. Some can go on for half an hour. Some can go on for an hour. But that's usually a main event or a title match. You know, between like two like right or like a grudge, some sort of grudge match. But yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Let's see.
Let's
see how the finishing animation goes.
This was crafted off footage of him as well. You can see his singles records based on this this one matchup has gone up.
Yeah, but I also love that's the actual bottom third.
It is. That is
AEW.
exactly what you will see on AEW television. It's the genuine experience.
Yeah, that's
is
the real
in
bottom
this
third
video
from the TV, from the show. Okay. Yeah, that was looking dope. I like the I want to get a closer look at those controls.
In this instance, obviously.
So X is to punch, Y is to kick, A is to grab, and then you use your modifier is the analog stick. So you can press once you grab, you can press A, X, Y plus any directions for your game. So that gives you what 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 8, 12. They give you basically 15 different moves that you could do with each superstar. Some of them will probably repeat, because I know a lot of superstars don't have that many moves in their arsenal. But that's cool that you have a multiplier like that. And then you got heavy and strong grapples too. I want to see that layout with all the controls. Okay. This is what I wanted to take a look at. So you get in the ring with the left trigger and an analog stick. Your strong attacks, you hold A, X, or Y. I'm guessing B is to reverse. They didn't talk about using B. I'm gonna guess B is to reverse because they didn't talk about that. Grapple guard, strike guard. Okay, so you block. Because I know in if you remember in No Mercy, they used to like stick their chest out to block attacks, which was funny. Like they to block grabs and stuff, they would stick their chest out. So I wonder if that's in the game as well, because Kenny Omega is the one with the longer hair, the one with the blonde hair, and that was wrestling. He was a big part of making this game. So he is a super gamer. He loves No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, all the old WWE games from back in the day. So I know he incorporated some of those features because he's working with the same team that made those games, THQ and Ukes. Deadly and legendary combination. So you could also springboard if you have the required skill. You see the finishers and signature moves that these wrestlers have.
Will keep going up.
And
there's actual.
I like it. Like the energy bars there. It shows your momentum. It shows damage here at the bottom. It gives you more momentum for varying up your offense and stuff. Kind of like the 2K games give. And that is dope. Now you see a guy like Kenny Omega would have like a bunch more moves, because he's a more varied wrestler. He has a deep arsenal of moves to his disposal, and it shows you the area in which it affects. Usually, when you're playing wrestling games, you want to attack the area. Well, just wrestling in general. Usually, you see guys, they attack the area that they're gonna that they want to focus on, like that they want to damage the most, because it coincides with their finisher. Like there's a wrestler called Roderick Strong. His finisher is the end of heartbreak. So he brings you up in the air like a suplex, and then he flips you back. He slams, he makes sure you land on his knees, on your back. Make sure your back lands on his knees. So throughout the match, he has a bunch of moves, bunch of backbreaker type moves to work on, to soften up the back. So like when he hits that finisher and he gets that pin, 1, 2, 3, match is over. So that's the storytelling you have with wrestling inside of every match, and that's why I like wrestling. So this game is looking dope. You know, I like how they give you a little tutorial and stuff, and basically you can just mash buttons to kick out. Like that's very old school, and I like that. I know 2K uses a meter where you have to sometimes there's a meter, and then sometimes you do have to mash. And that's dope. I think that's dope. Like if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Do what works. I don't mind them copying features from the most recent wrestling games that's out, because there's really no competition out there. There's no other company that's putting out anywhere close to a simulation wrestling game that could compete with WWE except AEW, because they have some of the top stars in the world. I mean, there's games like Fire Pro Wrestling, but that's more like cartoony and, very old school and arcadey. This has an arcadey kind of vibe to it, but there's a simulation element because, it did look pretty realistic. I didn't see no off the top stuff like you see with WWE Battlegrounds. Like that was intentionally made to be over the top and wild, and WWE Superstars, and that was intentionally made to be over the top and wild. This is more grounded. The physics are real. The graphics are cartoony, but the physics and the movement and environments are real. So I think it's gonna be dope. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all already know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is your boy JusticeXFalls, and we out. 1.